Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the Age of Sigmar Christmas boxes. We're going to be breaking down the value inside the boxes and their viability as a starting force or expansion to the existing Spearhead boxes available. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so we got 4 Age of Sigmar boxes, 1 for each of the Grand Alliances. So first for Chaos, we have the Scryer Warp Swarm. So this is the new Skaven box set, and we're going to get quite a few models in this box set. So first off, we have the Arch Warlock, who is $40. We have the Rattling Warp Blaster, which is $60. We have a squad of 3 Warplock Giselles for $53. Then we have the Acolyte Globadiers for $60. We have the Warp Spark Weapon Battery for $53. And then we have 2 squads of Storm Vermin, each of those coming in at $60. So if we total all that up, we have $386 in Skaven. And we're not sure yet what the price is going to be on these box sets, but typically the Sigmar boxes are a little cheaper than the 40k ones. I presume the 40k boxes are going to be $250, and my guess is that the Age of Sigmar Battleforce boxes for Christmas this year are going to be $240. So if that is correct, $386 in value inside the box set, MSRP price of $240, so we're going to be saving about $146 on this box set over purchasing the individual models. And that's going to give us about a 38% savings over retail, which is really good. And if they do come in at $250, it'll be slightly less. So overall, nice box set. This will go along really nicely with the Skaven Dyed box set or any of the Spearhead boxes available for the Skaven. Lots of models in this box set, not a lot of redundancy. Definitely a big fan of the new Skaven box set for Chaos. And next we have the Lances of the Crimson Keep. So this is the Soulblight Gravelords box set. So substantially less models in this box set, but we do have the new centerpiece model, Lord Vordry. So this is a dual build kit. It's coming in at $195. You could alternatively build it as the Draconeth. Then we also have 2 squads of 5 Blood Knights coming in at $73.50. And then we have 1 squad of 3 Fellbats, which are $60. So if we total all of that up, it's going to come out to $402 in MSRP value inside this box. So you're going to be saving roughly $160 on this box set, slightly less if it ends up coming in at $250. But that's going to give us about 40% savings over retail. So really nice discount on this box set. Now, obviously, this box set is probably only going to be appealing if you need the centerpiece model, as that makes up about half of the box. But again, another really nice box set that would go along nicely with either the Spearhead or just to supplement an existing Soulblight Gravelords army. Definitely a really cool box. Looking forward to this one. It's a low model count, but it is some nice models. And next off for destruction, we have the Gloomspite Gitz, the Dankhold Rampage. So this is an all-troll box set. So not a lot of models. You're getting 11 of the Troggoths in this box set, but they are all awesome models. And I think this is one of the most fun ways to play the Gloomspite Gitz. So starting off, you're going to have Trugg, the Troggoth King, and that's your centerpiece model for $106. And then we have the Dankhold Troggoth, who can alternatively be built as the Dankhold Trogg Boss, and he is $82. Then we have 2 squads of 3 Rockgut Troggoths for $65, and 1 squad of the Fellwater Troggoths for $60. So if we total all that up, it's going to come out to $378 in MSRP value inside this box. And if we presume the MSRP will be $240 on this box set, you're going to be saving $138 over picking up the individual models. So that will give us a roughly 37% savings over MSRP. So again, really nice discount on this box set. Beautiful models inside, super fun box. And as there are no other real Troggoth box sets for the Gloomspite Gitz, this is an excellent way to supplement an existing army to add some real punch to the Gloomspite Gitz Spearhead or the launch box for the Wolves earlier this year. Definitely a big fan of this, and I think this one's going to be super popular.
Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you.
And then last but not least for order, we have the Outcast Spike Grove. And this is a Sylvaneth box set, so quite a few models in this box set. Starting off, we have the Spirit of Durthru, and this is a triple build kit, and it is $82. Then we have Dryka Hammerdreth for $65. Then we have 3 squads of the Spite Revenants, who also have a double build, $60 a piece on those. And then last, we have a squad of Dryads. Now, normally these Dryads are sold in 16s, but they're fielded in the game in 20s. So it's actually a normal squad of Dryads plus 25 more, so you can make a full squad in game terms or 2 smaller squads. So the Dryad kit of 16 is normally $60, so we have added in another 25% to calculate the value, so it comes out to $72. That's going to give us a total MSRP of the individual models in this box set of $399. So presuming an MSRP of the box set of $240, you're going to be saving $159. And that's going to give us a roughly 40% savings over MSRP value of picking up the individual kits. So again, really nice value inside this box set. It's got a lot of kits that have a dual variant build. So even though there are 3 squads of these Spite Revenants, they do have an alternative build. So you could build 10 of one and 5 of the other, or all 15 of one of the other. You got multiple builds for the Spirit of Durthru. Real nice model count. And again, I think this one will go along nicely with the existing Spearhead for the Sylvaneth, especially as the range is a little bit on the limited side. But a lot of this stuff are the older kits. So if you've been in the game for a while, you probably have a lot of these already. If you've gotten into Sylvaneth relatively recently, you probably have picked up some of the newer kits. So it should go along nicely to supplement most Sylvaneth armies. So we've got 4 brand new box sets coming out for Age of Sigmar Christmas this year. I do think they're going to be popular as the savings over MSRP is really nice in all these boxes. The lowest savings are the Gloomspite Gitz, but I also think that's probably going to be one of the most popular. The Skaven are probably the most played faction, so that one should likely be popular as well. The Soulblight Gravelords have a really nice centerpiece model in Vordry, and so do the Gloomspite Gitz in Trug, the Troggoth King. And even the Sylvaneth have a couple of nice centerpiece models in the Spirit of Durthru and Dryka Hammerdrith. The best overall savings from MSRP is the Soulblight Gravelords at $402 and then the Sylvaneth at $399. All the boxes are well over the MSRP discount typically offered in your Spearhead boxes or really offered from Games Workshop in general. So there is definitely a possibility these boxes will come out at $250 MSRP as well. But regardless, they are excellent savings. They're all really nicely built. They supplement the existing armies nicely, or would be a great jumping off point to start a new army with. I like that there's one for each of the Grand Alliances, and I think Games Workshop has done a good job picking out what to put in these boxes and which boxes to create. So let me know which of these boxes you're most excited about, which ones you're going to be picking up. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.